The following is a presentation of RMG Sports, award-winning championship television.
Coming up, the number 2 seed Clearfield Bison come to Johnstown to take on the number 1 seed Somerset Golden Eagles. Championship football on RMG's Game Tape starts now. Fans from both Somerset and Clearfield are braving the frigid weather here tonight in Richland Township. Why? Because it's time for championship football, where alongside of Mike Satoski, I'm Jared Romsberg. Fans, welcome to the special edition of RMG's Game Tape, where this segment of football is brought to you, as always, by our friends at Somerset Trust Company. Somerset Trust Company, fans, is celebrating 125 years of serving our community. Learn more at somersettrust.com. In a rematch from the 2013 Regional Championship, Somerset and Clearfield are once again set to do battle on the frozen tundra here at Richland High School, Herlinger Field, the host of this championship game. Somerset won the coin toss. They deferred to the second half. So sophomore Wes Reed has it teed up. Clearfield ready and waiting to receive his kickoff here in his AAA championship game. Reed walks up, and we're playing championship football in Richland. A big mistake by number 3, Seth Caldwell. He got the ball and steps out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Not the start the Bison wanted. 19, Eric Sellers, a 6'2" senior, starts at quarterback for the Bison of Clearfield. They have 99 yards to go. They start 1st and 10 on the 1. And Sellers grabs it, tucks it, runs around the near side, and is taken down by Brock Lazier and Austin Herlinger. He's going to grab 4 yards on that run. Sellers stays in the shotgun on 2nd down and 6, gets everyone set. Here comes Wingate in motion. He hands the ball to Wingate on the jet sweep on the far side. Wingate to the 15 and taken down by Jay Keipel, but that's going to be a nice 9-yard pickup and a 1st down for the Bison of Clearfield. 8, Cody Spade, a 6'6" junior, steps in at quarterback, hands the ball off. This is Seth Caldwell. Caldwell tries to move along the far side, but Logan Eller and Bryce Mostall are there to put him down. They're only going to let Caldwell get 2 yards on that run. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Eric Sellers steps back in at quarterback. He gets Curtis Daub in position. Follows Daub's block straight up the middle, does the quarterback Sellers. And they're going to let him get 3 yards. And that's a hard-earned 3 yards against this Somerset defense. Spade steps back in at quarterback. He sends Eric Sellers, the other quarterback, in motion. Watch out for this one. Spade look in Sellers' direction. Sellers goes up and gets it, but he's met immediately by Heupel, Beeman, and Eller. He's going to be well short of the 1st down. In fact, he's going to lose a yard. Senior Spencer Harrington steps in to punt for the Bison. Good snap. He gets it, and he's kicking into the wind, so he keeps it low, and it's a very short punt. And Somerset's going to get great field position for their opening drive. They're going to start their opening drive at the 46-yard line. The wind already playing a factor. 1, Dylan Barnes, a 6'1" junior, starts at quarterback for the Golden Eagles of Somerset. Hands the ball off to Jay Keipel. Here comes Jay Keipel, throwing Bison out of the way. Taken down at about the 39-yard line. 7-yard pickup by Heupel. Tackle by Rummery. Similar formation on 2nd down and 3. Here comes Raven Beeman in motion. They fake to get to well, the ball's loose. The ball is loose, but Dylan Barnes is there to land on it. I don't know if that's a result of a cold football or championship jitters. Big loss. 7-yard loss puts the Golden Eagles right where they started. 3rd down and 10, Barnes. Barnes tucks it. He's across the 40 to the 35 and spun around down at the 34-yard line. Christian Rummery again on the tackle. The Golden Eagles needed 10. Barnes got him 12. 1st down for Somerset. The ball rests on the 34-yard line. Raven Beeman in motion. They give the ball to Jay Keipel. The Heupel breaks one away in the backfield and ripped down from behind by 50. Nathan Lash. That's a 3-yard run. Barnes puts Raven Beeman into motion. This time they give Beeman on the jet sweep on the far side. Hooks the corner at the 30. 25. 1st down as he's taken down at the 18-yard line by Seth Caldwell. Beeman picks up 13 yards on that run. Fans, this segment is brought to you by Digital Highway, website development, web hosting, and search engine marketing the affordable way. When it comes to websites and online stores, Digital Highway can build, rebuild, or market your online presence with the latest techniques and technology. Learn more at digitalhighway.com. The give this time is to Logan Eller. Eller hooks it at the 15, to the 10, to the 5, down and he hits the pylon, but they're going to mark him at the 1 foot line. First and goal. Beeman and Eller join Barnes in the backfield. First and goal. The give is to Eller. Eller comes to the near side and strolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Somerset! Touchdown, Logan Eller. 1 yard run, and the Golden Eagles draw first blood in this championship game, Mike.
After that beautiful 18-yard previous run by Eller, it only made sense, Jared. Look at Barnes giving it to Eller. Great blocking by the Bob Miller coach Somerset offensive line. Eller walks in.
Sophomore Wes Reed steps in to attempt the extra point. Raven Beeman, your holder, takes a low snap, brings it up, and Seth Reed's kick is true. Tack on one more. 7-0 ball game. First and 10 for the Bison at the 35-yard line. Sellers stands in a shotgun, too high, too low. Takes the snap, tucks it, runs right up the gut, and he's going to grab 6 yards on that run before he's tripped up by Austin Heminger and Jordan Beistel. Spade steps back in a quarterback with Sellers and Caldwell in the backfield. 3rd down and 3. They give the ball to Sellers, and he's put down immediately. There's Colton Slayback and Bryce Mossdaller. They put 19 down for a loss of 2. Spencer Harrington into punt on 4th down and 5. Oh, they get it up to Sellers. Eric Sellers takes it, tucks it, spins, gets across midfield, and is taken down at the 47-yard line. A sneaky play by the Bison results in a 13-yard pickup and a first down. So the Bison keep the drive alive. Spade back in a quarterback looking to throw. He gets some heat. Well, he dropped the ball. The ball is laying underneath of Logan Eller, and it goes back to Somerset. They strip the ball from the quarterback, Mike.
Jared, Somerset already starting to win the battle down in the trenches. Look at the bull rush by the Somerset D-line. Logan Eller not only swipes the ball away with his big paw, he gets the recovery, this after scoring the touchdown.
Somerset takes over in Bison territory. 1st and 10 on the 43. The flip goes to Jake Heupel. Heupel turns on the Jets at the 40, 35, taken out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 8-yard pickup by Heupel, pushed out of bounds by Sellers. 2nd down and 2 on the 35-yard line. Barnes in the shotgun, has a tuck, tries to go up the middle, and he's wrapped up and taken down by R.J. Ward and Zach Heffron for a loss of 4 on the play. Beeman and Eller in the backfield with Barnes. 3rd down and 6. Barnes gives the ball to Logan Eller, who's tripped up in the backfield and then taken down quickly by Nick Kavalik. No gain on a solid defensive play by the Bison. 4th down and 6. The Eagles line up like they're going to go for it, but Barnes is back a little bit, looking for a pooch. Yeah, there it is. Pooch punt by Barnes, trying to get it inside the 10. It hits at about the 5, and it rolls it. Oh, they just can't get there. Bryce Mossdaller stretched out, but the ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. Sellers moves to the other side of Spade. 1st and 10 for the Bison on the 20. Spade hands the ball off to Seth Caldwell, who's ripped down in the backfield. Colton Slayback puts him to the ground for a loss of 2 on a big play by the senior Slayback. Sellers steps back in a quarterback. In the shotgun, has 3 low. Wingate goes into motion. Sellers is back to pass. Has time. Here comes some heat. He was hit as he threw, and it's overturned. Oh, almost intercepted. It was right in the arms of George Coyle. Nothing doing. Spencer Harrington steps back into punt again. Don't know if they're going to run another fake this deep. And no, he sends it downfield into the wind. Goes up, and waiting for it is Jake Heupel at about the 37. Well, he drops it at the 37. And oh, he lucky went back onto it. That could have been deadly. Instead, it's 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Fans, this segment of football is brought to you by Young American Furniture in Johnstown. Stop by their showroom on the Guystown Cloverleaf to see their wide selection of quality flex steel furniture. That's Young American Furniture on the Guystown Cloverleaf in Johnstown. Learn more at youngamericanfurniture.com. Mossdaller was in motion. Barnes holds on what follows the block on the far side and eventually runs into Eric Sellers and is taken down at about the 45-yard line. That's a 7-yard pickup. 2nd down and 3. Raven Beeman now in motion, coming to the near side to flip. Goes to Jake Heupel. Heupel avoids one in the backfield. Heupel to midfield. Heupel to about the 47, where he's hit from behind and blasted down by Nathan Lash. But Heupel is going to grab 9 yards and a first down. Barnes has 2 low, 1 high. Jake Heupel in the backfield. Coming up on the 22nd mark. Heupel takes it in 22, jukes and jives, and slides past the 40-yard line down at the 38. 8-yard pickup, and that's how we'll end the first quarter of play. We switch end zones now for the start of the second quarter. Barnes has 2 high, 2 low. Jake Heupel in the backfield. From the shotgun, Dylan Barnes hands the ball off to Heupel. Heupel tries to move forward, nothing doing. Once again, there's Nathan Lash to put Heupel down. Gain of nothing. 3rd down and 2 from the 38. Beeman comes into motion. Beeman gets it, cuts up the middle, and gets past the 35. They'll mark it at the 34. He needed 2. He got 4. 1st down. Barnes takes the snap, quickly gets it out to Jake Heupel on the far side. Heupel comes up the middle. Big mistake. He's wrapped up and taken down by 35. Nick Kovalik. And the Bison D steps up. Loss of 1 on the run. 2nd down and 11. Here comes Beeman in motion. And the handoff goes to Jake Heupel. Heupel avoids 1, avoids 2, squirts through the line. He's into the secondary. He's at the 15, to the 10, 5, all the way. Touchdown! Somerset! Touchdown, Jake Heupel, 35-yard run. 6 more points for the Golden Eagles in this championship game, Mike.
Jared, this is all Jake Heupel. Let's watch the play here. Taking a handoff from Barnes. Missed tackle right there. Look at the moves. Look at the evasiveness. And can I go ahead and say, Jared, hey, diddle, diddle, Heupel up the middle, he is gone. And now the Golden Eagles are up by 2 scores over the Clearfield High School Bison.
1st and 10 on the 39-yard line for the Bison of Clearfield, looking to do something here in this championship game, down 14-0 here with plenty of football left to play. The snap goes to the quarterback. That's Eric Sellers, who tries his luck up the middle, but nothing doing. Raven Beeman is there, holds him to a 2-yard gain. 3rd down and 5. Daub goes into motion. Sellers in the shotgun. Here comes Wingate in motion. Now Wingate, far side, hooks it. He's across midfield and taken down at the 49-yard line by Jordan Beistel. Wingate needed 5. He got 7. 1st down for the Bison. 2nd down and 9 as the Bison inch their way further into Golden Eagle territory. Sellers, quick throw to the near side. That's Lezer. Lezer gets across midfield, hooks it at the 45 and is taken out of bounds by Dylan Barnes. 6-yard pickup by Ryan Lezer as the Bison try to go to the air. High school and college football coaches need some new radios for your coaching staff. HC Global's got you covered. Visit footballcoachheadsets.com. When you talk to HC Global, be sure to ask for the RMG Sports discount. Learn more at footballcoachheadsets.com. 4th down and 4. The Bison are going for it, desperate to get something going here in this football game. Lezer in motion to give the ball to Wingate. Wingate on the far side. No, he's kind of backfield. Colton Slayback comes flying in and puts Wingate down for a loss of 6. Somerset takes over in Bison territory on the 49-yard line. Wildcats formation for the Golden Eagles. Direct snap to Heupel. Heupel weaves his way through traffic and is taken down at the 43-yard line. Heupel grabs 7 as Kovalik and Thorpe put him down. Jake Heupel stays in a quarterback. He has 2 high, 3 low, empty backfield. Heupel takes it once again straight up the middle, leans ahead, but he's going to be a yard short of the 1st down. Dylan Barnes steps back in a quarterback, 3rd down. Oh, and they brought the Bison across, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty and a 1st down. 1st and 10 on the 35 for the Golden Eagles. The give by Barnes is to Heupel. Here comes Jake Heupel on the near side. Heupel cuts right up the middle. He weaves his way through traffic. He's at 15, 10, 5. Untouched to the end zone. Touchdown! Somerset. Touchdown, Jake Heupel. 35-yard run and another quick 6 points for the Somerset Golden Eagles, Mike.
Jared, do you think Somerset looking to avenge last year's championship defeat to these same Bison? Look at Heupel utilizing his speed. A great downfield block there by number 11, Jordan Beistel. And Heupel into the end zone for a 2nd touchdown. 6 more for Somerset.
Somerset ready to send the ball back down to the Bison, who need to get something going here in this game, down 21-0. Squibbler Dibbler, well, goes through the legs of 1, now finally taken by Seth Caldwell. Caldwell rides the 25-yard line, hooks it at the 30 with a blocker, 35, 40, 45, and I don't think he made it to midfield. No, they're going to mark him down at the 45, but a nice run by the sophomore Caldwell. Eric Sellers stays in at quarterback in the shotgun. Here comes Wingate in motion. Well, it might have hit Wingate. Bad snap. Sellers picks it up, and he's taken down all the way back at the 33-yard line. The Bison lose 12 yards on that. Cody Spade comes in at quarterback. 2nd down and 22. Spade throws to the near side. It goes through the hands. I think Thomas Summers heard some footsteps on that one. 3rd down and 22. Spade now in the pistol. Takes the snap. No drop. Slings one to the far side looking for Lezer, but he was well covered. It was overthrown. brings up 4th down, and once again, the Bison offense goes 3 and out. Somerset takes over 1st and 10 on their own 24-yard line. Dylan Barnes in a quarterback in a shotgun takes it, and he's met in the backfield, taken down almost immediately by 61, R.J. Ward. Loss of 3 on the sack. Heupel joins Barnes in the backfield, 2nd down and 13, 3 low, 1 high. Barnes back to pass, plants, loops one across the middle, double coverage, and it bounces out. Almost brought in by Jordan Beistel, intended for Raven Beeman, but it flutters, incomplete, bringing up 3rd down. Similar formation, 3rd down and 13. Barnes plants. Now he's in trouble. Scrambles away. There's a flag. Gets it to Bryce Mostaller. Mostaller gets it to about the 37-yard line. Doesn't matter. It's coming back. Holding call against Somerset. Somerset back on their own 9-yard line. 3rd down and half a country mile. Barnes in trouble. A lot of trouble. Follows his blocks and flutters one downfield. Overthrown. Intended for George Coyle. Fans RMG does much more than produce award-winning sports productions. For the past 15 years, RMG has produced hundreds of productions for TV networks, national companies, and local businesses. Learn how RMG can help your business by clicking on the link at rmgsports.net. The short punt gives the Bison great field position. 1st and 10 on the Somerset 29. This time Sellers just holds onto it. Rumble straight up the middle, but he hits the line, and the line hits back. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 10. Cody Spade steps back in a quarterback for the Bison. Takes the snap, drops back. Pocket collapses. He's in trouble and tries to flip it out to 3. Seth Caldwell, nothing doing. The Somerset defense was all over him. Brings up 4th down. 4th down and 10. Clearfield trying to get something going. Spade, deep drop, plants, zings one, looking for the end zone, looking for Wingate, but it's overthrown. There was triple coverage there too, but the ball sails high. Somerset takes over. 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. Dylan Barnes flips it out to Jake Heupel. Gets it. Heupel looking for some blocks. Reverses direction. Cuts right back up into the middle and runs into a lot of white jerseys to include Nathan Lash. Somehow Heupel grabs 5 on that play. Penalty moves Somerset back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 on the 29. Play action. Barnes scrambling far side. Barnes looking downfield. Flips it. Gets it out to Bryce Mostaller. Mostaller taken down at about the 39-yard line. He needed 10. He got 10. 1st and 10 for Somerset. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Barnes stands in a shotgun. Takes the snap. Scrambles near side. Looking downfield. Looking to throw. Reverses direction. Now looking far side. Throws it up there. He's got George Coyle. Coyle with a nice catch. Coyle gets the 1st down. Oh, he fumbles the ball and it rolls out of bounds back. He had the 1st down, but they're going to mark him for a 5-yard gain on that. 3rd and 5 on the 44-yard line. Under 30 seconds to play in the first half. Barnes gives the ball to Heupel. Heupel stuck and caught in the backfield. Taken down by Nick Kovalik. Travis Ogden was there to help as well. That's a 3-yard loss, and Clearfield calls timeout. 4th down and 8. Beeman goes into motion. Barnes is back a little bit. Let's look for a pooch, and there it is again. Nobody back there to get it, and this punt is going to roll inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. That's where they're going to mark it. That's a 44-yard pooch punt by Barnes. 8 seconds to play here in the first half. Spade hands it off to Caldwell. Caldwell, the speedster, looking and weaving through traffic. 25-30 with the blocker. 35-40, and he steps out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Doesn't matter. The clock has struck 0, and Somerset takes a 21-point lead over the defending district champion Clearfield Bison to the locker room at the half. Opening kickoff of the second half went out of bounds, so Somerset gets the ball 1st and 10 on the 35. Beeman in motion. Barnes gets it, tries to run upfield, but he's ripped down in the backfield. He manages to stretch out and get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down and 10. Here comes Raven Beeman in motion. Barnes gives the ball to Beeman. Here he comes on a jet sweep to the near side. Hooks it at the 35 to the 40. Runs into traffic and still almost gets up to the 45. Mark him down at the 44. That's a 9-yard pickup by Beeman. Clearfield hopped off sides once again on 3rd and short, giving Somerset a Christmas gift of a 1st down. And Barnes hands the ball off to Beeman. Beeman on the near side throws the shoulder down, lowers the boom, and is taken down at about the 42-yard line. Gain of 8. 1st and 10 on the 37. Here goes Beeman in motion. Barnes fakes the give to Beeman, gives it to Heupel, who's tripped up in the backfield. There's big number 50 once again. Nathan Lash to put him down. Loss of 1. Heupel joins Barnes in the backfield. 3rd down and 7. Barnes takes the snap. Play action, scrambles near side. Looking downfield, flips it downfield, gets it to a diving, sliding Bryce Mosstaller at about the 23-yard line. Mark him at the 24. That's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Fans, with all this snow on the ground here at Herlinger Field, you know the holiday season is upon us. What are you going to get for that football player on your list? How about a DVD of RMG's game tape? You can get copies of games from all the way back to 2011. Learn more by clicking on the link at rmgsports.net. 2nd down and 11. Beeman goes into motion. Barnes gets it on a pitch to Beeman. Beeman looks at the far side, hooks it at the 25 to the 20, and drags would-be tacklers to about the 17-yard line. Mark him at the 18. That's a 6-yard run by Beeman. 3rd down and 5. Barnes gets everyone set. 6:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, he draws him off sides again. That's going to be another 1st down gift via penalty. Eller and Heupel join Barnes in the backfield. 2nd down and 8 from the 11-yard line. Barnes gives the ball to Logan Eller. Eller looking on the far side, foot race to the pylon, and he gets to the end zone with ease. Touchdown, Somerset! Touchdown, Logan Eller, 11-yard scamper. Somerset puts 6 more points on the board against the Bison here in the championship, Mike.
This is Logan Eller, Jared, just utilizing the terrific blocking scheme by his teammates. Look at the terrific downfield block. Dakota Gary, number 12, taking Seth Caldwell out of the play. Logan Eller back into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown, and that may be the icing.
5:21 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Still plenty of football, but Clearfield has to be moving into desperation mode. Got to get the ball down the field. Here comes Lezer in motion. Sellers gives him the ball. He has to go back up into the middle, and he's met by Jordan Beistel, who puts him down and only lets him get 2 yards on that scamper. 2nd down and 8. Sellers in the shotgun. Gets it near side. That's Jake Wingate. Wingate pulls it in and is taken down at about the 46-yard line. Credit Austin Heminger with the tackle. 4-yard pickup by Wingate. 3rd down and 4. Clearfield needs a 1st down. Spade in a quarterback. Looking, plants, fires downfield, and he gets it to a sliding Ryan Lezer. Slides out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Clearfield continuing to matriculate down the field. Corey Schimmel, the 3rd quarterback we've seen in this game, in. And Schimmel trying to do something on the near side. Gets spun around by Eller. Finally runs into Raven Beeman, who puts Schimmel down. But Schimmel's run is about a 7-yard pickup. Penalties have been a big part of Clearfield's lack of success thus far tonight. Sellers back in at quarterback, scrambling far side. He runs right into Bryce Mosstaller, who puts him down at midfield. Clearfield's going to lose 7 yards on a big play by the senior Mosstaller as the Somerset D stands tall. Cody Spade steps back in at quarterback. 3rd down and 15. Ball rests near midfield. Spade from the shotgun back to pass. Spade tries to get away. Here comes Beeman. Beeman wraps him up and puts him down all the way back at the 35-yard line. Another huge play by the Somerset defense. That brings up 4th down and 30. 38 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. Somerset looking to control the tempo, burn down the clock. The handoff goes to Heupel. Heupel dives right up the middle, and he's going to be credited with a 1-yard loss. Fans, welcome to the 4th quarter. Somerset leads 27-0. 12 minutes to play here in this championship game. Barnes fires one downfield. Wide open is Mosstaller, but it all goes right through his breadbasket. Barnes sent it there. He just couldn't hold on. 3rd down and 11. Barnes gives it to Heupel. Jake Heupel weaves his way through traffic and is slammed down by Christian Rummery short of the 1st down. 4th down and 1. Somerset's looking like they're going for it, and they are. Barnes brings it in, and he surges ahead, brought down by 45, Matt Collins, but he'll have enough for the 1st down. Fans, be part of RMG Sports' social media. Follow RMG Sports on Twitter and Instagram, and like us on Facebook to get up-to-the-minute information about this and every RMG Sports program. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, like us on Facebook, and watch us 24/7 at rmgsports.net. Barnes hands the ball off to Logan Eller. Eller drops it. It squirts out from Eller's arm, and it's on the ground. And who gets it but Logan Eller? One of the luckiest guys on the field right now. Loss of 6, though. 2nd down and 16 for Somerset. Barnes looking to throw. Zings one downfield, looking for Mosstaller again. Oh, this time it's overthrown. Coverage was much better by Clearfield as well. Third down and 16. They flip it to Heupel. Heupel cuts back up to the middle. Heupel weaving his way through traffic again and taken down at the 45-yard line. That's 7 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 9. No one's back there for a punt. And once again, Dylan Barnes sends it to an empty field, and it's at the 5, rolling to the goal line. No, they scoop it up. George Coyle was there, and they're going to pin Clearfield way back in their own end near the 5-yard line. Eric Sellers comes back in a quarterback, fakes the give, scrambles far side, looking to throw, and he's in trouble and taken down as Bryce Mossstaller and Raven Beeman catch up to him. The ball rests on the 3-yard line, second down and 12. Sellers again looking to throw. No, he has it tucked, puts his head down, hits the line, and only grabs 5 yards on that surge. Under 8 minutes to play in the game. Sellers back to pass again. He's wrapped up and taken down. Colton Slayback comes in, rips the quarterback down, puts him down at the 1-yard line. Big sack. Somerset takes over on the Bison 38. Here comes Beeman in motion. Barnes gives the ball to Beeman. Beeman cuts back up to the middle and is dropped at about the 35-yard line by Matt Collins and others. Beeman grabs 4 yards on that run. Beeman goes into motion again, second down and 6. They fake the give to Beeman, give it to Heupel. Heupel again moves around would-be tacklers and is eventually tossed down to the ground at the 24 by Schimmel. First and 10 for Somerset. Beeman goes into motion. Barnes takes it straight up the middle. Goes Dylan Barnes inside the 20 and into the red zone go the Golden Eagles once again. Second down and 3 on the 27, coming up on the 5-minute mark. Barnes gets away from one in the backfield, but is taken down short of the 15. No gain on the play, thanks to the nice ankle tackle by Zach Heffron. Third down and 8 on the 22-yard line. Dylan Barnes looks things over, fakes the give to Heupel, scrambles near side, in trouble, zings it to the end zone, and it flutters incomplete, intended for Michael Van Lenten, but that brings up fourth down. Somerset doing a nice job of burning down the clock. Fourth down and 8. Barnes in a lot of trouble. He's running against his throwing arm, and he's taken down back at the 36-yard line by Travis Ogden. Cody Spade steps back in at quarterback. This time gives the ball off to Seth Caldwell. Caldwell tries to throw a move on Jordan Beistel, but he'll have none of that. 6-yard pickup. Sellers comes back in a quarterback, second down and 4, 3 minutes to play in the game. The option goes out to Caldwell, who's met in the backfield and suplexed to the ground by Raven Beeman. That's a 7-yard loss. Third down and 11, coming up on the 2-minute mark. Sellers back to pass, throws one across the middle, and it flutters incomplete, intended for Nick Kovalik. 2:11 to play in the game now. Dylan Barnes gets the Golden Eagles set. First and 10, hands the ball off to Austin Heminger. Heminger scoots across the 45 and is tripped up and taken down at the 47-yard line, gain of 5. Second down and 5. The give is to Heminger again. Heminger hits his own man. No, that's not his own man. That's Travis Ogden, who wraps him up and wrestles him to the ground for a loss of 1. Under a minute to play now. Levi DeBlaze is in motion. He gets it. Levi DeBlaze comes back up the middle, and he's gang tackled by Ogden and others. They put him down. No gain on the play. Current air temperature in Richland Township is 24 degrees. Here comes Colton Slayback and Jordan Beistel looking for some trouble. Well, the coach found out. Let's get him. Oh, they still get him. He still takes a shower as the celebratory dunking happens with 44 seconds to play here in the championship game. Somerset beginning to celebrate. There's still business to attend to as Dylan Barnes gets everyone set. Fourth down and 6. Everyone's expecting a pooch punt again, and yeah, there it is. He sends it down. This time Jake Wingate waits for it at about the, he's going to have to go back to the 9-yard line, circle around back by the 5, up to the 10, 15. That's where he's taken down by Chase Marple after about a 7-yard kick return. You can hear the crowd counting it down. Clearfield comes to the line, second down and 10. Spade hands the ball off to Caldwell. Caldwell caught in the backfield and thrown to the ground by Logan Eller as the clock strikes zeros. That's it. It's been a long time coming, but Somerset wins the regional AAA championship. Fans, a reminder, you can watch this game, get DVDs, and so much more all year long on demand at rmgsports.net. Head coach Bob Landis gives the championship trophy to team captain Bryce Mossstaller, and they are celebrating in Somerset. Congratulations to the Somerset Golden Eagles, your PIAA District 5689 AAA champions. Fans, thank you so much for watching all year long. For Mike Satoski and the entire RMG Sports crew, I'm Jared Bromsberg. We'll see you in 2015 on RMG's GameTape.